Alright, welcome back to another video. Now, I've got something really special for you guys this time, and this is not just a one-off video. As you can see by the title of the video you're currently watching, that this is episode 1, and it's episode 1 of my van conversion. So I'm about to go out and buy a short wheelbase van to convert and turn into a camper van / mobile photography sort of workstation, if you like. But it's going to enable me to travel a bit more, especially with the current situation and not being able to travel abroad. But I'm going to bring you guys along for the ride on converting a van, and I'm going to show you all the ups and downs and everything that I'm going to do to my van that I think you're going to really enjoy. So stick around, and at the end of this series we may have an announcement on something else we're working on too. And I say we because this is definitely something that I can't do by myself. So without further ado, let's get looking for a van and let's go and buy one. Alright, so it's now the next day, and as you can see behind me, there is a van. So let's go outside and take it for a spin. Alright, so I didn't film anything when I actually went to pick up the van, but I bought this van, got a really good deal. It's only done 33,000 miles, and for a 2008 van, that's very good. Bodywork, mechanics are in tip-top shape for this age van, so let's jump out and have a look at it. Alright, so this is my 2008 Ford Transit short wheelbase, low roof van, and as you can see, it's in pretty good condition, and the back's also pretty good as well, but we're going to pretty much strip all of this out. So let's drive this home and set to work. Alright, so it's been a few days since we got the van, and the first job is to remove this bulkhead. So let's crack on with that. Alright, so it looks like it's just held in with these few screws here, so hopefully we'll pop them out, and all of this should just fall right out. Alright, so a few of these bolts are pretty stubborn, so we're going to have to go back home and get the angle grind around them. I was hoping they would just unscrew, but I guess in a 12-year-old van that was optimistic. So got the angle grinder, we're just going to grind these bolts out, and hopefully this should work. Alright, so it's been a little while and we've been busy with the angle grinder, but the bulkhead is now outside, so that's good. Gives us loads of room, and to be fair, there's quite a bit of room here, so maybe we can build some storage into this area. But yeah, that will be in a future video. So now let's get to removing the ply lining. Alright, so before we go much further with the van build, I just thought I would order the windows. So I've got 2 windows coming, so one on either side, fixed one on the driver's side and a sliding one on the passenger side. So yeah, I've ordered those. They should be here soon, and then we can cut the holes, because we're going to kind of need to do that before we do the installation. But tomorrow we're going to crack on with actually stripping the back of the van out and preparing it ready for cutting and installing the windows. Alright, so today's first job is to remove the racking in the van. Let's go. So as well as the racking, there's also these few plates on the floor where racking once was. So let's get to work. Alright, so hopefully we can just unbolt this, but that I'm not sure about. Oh my! backing is now gone, and the plates that were on the floor here and here are now gone. So the next thing is to start taking out the ply lining. Alright, so we're going to start with this panel, and hopefully this comes out easier than everything else has in this van. Alright, so we've removed top piece over here, and the top piece and that piece there. And all was quite straightforward, no screws were stubborn, so and there's nothing major to fix or repair, so it's a good start. All the ply lining is now out. Obviously these are standard, but we might take them out. We're going to replace this with something nicer. Same on this side. Next thing, we're going to get the floor out, and then we'll give it a good clean out in the back here and a wash down. Get rid of all the dirt, because it is really, really dirty. It's been a builder's van, so yeah, we're making some good progress. Alright, so the windows turned up today, but it's not quite as straightforward as I was hoping, because they've actually sent one window that's completely wrong. It's not even the right window, so get rid of the windows here. This one at the front is correct, but it's got a chip on one of the corners, and then this one at the back is actually for a Renault Master, and it's not even tinted, and it's not the opening window. So yeah, I've been in contact, and they're gonna get this sorted. So we maybe won't get the windows installed this week. Just depends how quick the new windows can arrive here. So we'll keep pushing on with other things in the meantime. Alright, so the flooring's out. I'm just going to sweep all this rubbish out of it, and we're ready to start converting. Alright, so now the floor's out, there's a few areas like this. These screws are sticking out that just need grinding down. So I'm just going to get to work with that, and then get them all safe, and then we can wash the inside of the van down. Right, so I've brushed and hoovered the floor, and to be fair, for this van, this is looking very, very good. There's some, some few rust spots and bits like that we just need to look at, but no holes in the floor or anything like that, which is a bonus. So I'm gonna wash it down now. Clear out all the rest of it, like this like marked area and things like that. Get all that cleaned, and yeah. It's looking really good in here. Alright, so I finished washing the floor down, and I'll tell you something, this does not look 12 years old, that is for sure. It's a very good looking floor. So there's a few little rust spots we need to take care of, but other than that, it's in tip-top condition, to be honest. Couldn't really ask for anything better. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll move on to probably putting some sand damping on, since we can't do the windows. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so final day of the week, final day working on the van this week. Haven't quite got as much done as I was hoping, but that's how things go. It's pity about the windows. I'd love to have got the windows in this week, then next week we could start insulating, but never mind. I've got a box with a few bits here, so I've got the suction cups for the putting the windows in as well. Got some cable for the fuse box. That's the base that the heater sits on, goes through the floor, and this bottom box here is the heater. Because when I was planning the layout, it's the cupboards under the bed are dictated by where the heater can go, which is dictated where I can drill a 130mm hole in the floor for the heater to fit. So I wanted to get that in once I had insulated. So that's why that's here. Didn't know how long that was going to take to come, but let's head out to the van, and we've got some touching up of paint and things to do on the inside, just to treat some rust. So we'll do that today, and we'll have a nice, easy final day of the week, and then I'll see you guys next week, and we will hopefully install some windows, all being well. Alright, so we're going to tackle these bits of rust here first, and then we're going to move on to these around the seam here. But yeah, let's get this tidied up. Alright, so them rust spots on the wheel arch inside actually go all the way through the arch as well, so we're going to grind them out from the side and fiberglass fill them to prevent it further. Alright, so what you didn't see whilst I was angle grinding is my dad was rust killing all of these bits inside that I ground down and cleaned up earlier, so they are all looking good. And then we'll undercoat them and spray them white to match the van, even though they are going to be hidden under the floor. Okay, so we've just mixed up some fiberglass filler, and we've just applied it on the inside of this arch here just to fill in any gaps. My dad's just putting some on from the inside as well, just to seal it up, make sure we don't get any water in here, because no one wants a wet van. Alright, so the fiberglass under here has cured, so we're going to get some stone chip paint on here for tonight, make sure that doesn't rust, and then we'll come in here another day and we'll wire brush this down and wax oil it so it's all sealed up and a bit more roadworthy for another few years. Alright, so whilst my dad's doing some fiberglassing, I'm just going to touch up these screw holes. So I'm just going to wipe them down. Oh no! On and alright, that's all for this week. I'll see you next week, and we'll continue on with the rust killing, and hopefully we can get the windows installed if all goes well.